The sun, the white sand beaches, the dark blue waters. Is it any wonder that Jamaica is one of the top 10 destinations for most Americans? In fact, nearly 70% of all visitors to this island nation are from the U.S. Adventuring in Ocho Rios, the beaches of Negril, of course, the all-night parties in Montego Bay. But let's face it, any brochure can promise you that. I'm here to show you the stuff you didn't know about and to share with you my hidden gems of Jamaica. I bet you didn't come to Jamaica to go dog sledding. Oh, I will, and you can. It happens right here at Chukka Caribbean Adventures. This experience is led by a real Jamaican musher named Newton Marshall. He's the first Caribbean ever to compete in the famous Alaskan Iditarod race. There are 15 dogs on this sled with names like Jimmy, Big Ears, Isabella, Bruno, Marbles, Chukka, Rusty, and of course, don't ever forget the name of the leader, Miley. But the really great thing about this experience is that all these dogs are rescue animals, and the rest, as they say, is history. All right, Newton, let's see what these dogs can do. Mush, man. Whoa! Nice recovery.
Whoa, there's no stopping. Good job.
Like most destinations, Jamaica's got iconic sights and outdoor activities that absolutely have to be on your list when you get there. And at the top of most people's list is Duns River Falls in Ocho Rios. Now there's good reason for that. Duns River Falls is more than 600 feet high. Now you may not realize it when you see it, but this particular waterfall has a rare phenomenon. It's considered to be living and growing because it's continuously being rebuilt with mineral deposits from the river. Okay, that one's in the brochure. But then, while you're there, head next door to Dolphin Cove. It's a great opportunity to swim with dolphins or even snorkel with sharks. That's right, I said sharks. But they tell me these fish are friendly. And if you really want to ratchet things up a notch and get a special immersive experience, then try the Seakeeper for a Day program. That's where you can learn what it takes to train and care for marine animals. While you're at Dolphin Cove, you can also enjoy a few things on dry land. There's a shopping village, not much of a surprise there, animals and birds, and you may even see some other smaller creatures. There are also some very cool experiences in Ocho Rios. Check out Mystic Mountain. This place has, now get this, a 45-mile-an-hour bobsled ride through the rainforest. This is where you get to live out your impossible dream of joining the Jamaican bobsled team, without the ice, of course. Now, if you're not feeling up for that thrill, and you want to go a little slower and get some of the best views of the island, then you take a 30-minute chairlift ride through the trees. Want to keep both feet on the ground? Then hike through the woods, or take in some local music and dance. A couple of hours west along the coast is the very laid-back town of Negril, where you have to get out to 7 Mile Beach. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I'll let you in on a little secret. It's not actually 7 miles. It's more like 5.5. But hey, who's counting? Still, these are 5.5 spectacular miles of beach. Along the beach, you'll find restaurants, local vendors, as well as plenty of room to relax. But instead of just swimming in the water, why not try something a little more adventurous?
Are you guys ready? Yeah!
Cliff diving from 40 feet. Now, you couldn't pay me to do it, and maybe I couldn't pay you to do it, but you can still come out and watch other crazy people from all over the world jump. And if you thought Jamaica was only for honeymooners, well, think again. There are family experiences, and this is one of them. Cool Runnings Water Park. It's the largest water park in the Caribbean and has 7 water slides. That's right, 7. Some of which start as high as 40 feet. There are more than just water slides at Cool Runnings. This eco-friendly water park is located next to the Great Morass, a protected wildlife area. You can raft through the morasses canals to get a first-hand look at Jamaican plants and animals in their natural habitats. Now, if all this activity is making you hungry, well, that's not surprising. In fact, Jamaica is world famous for its local food scene. There's just one problem. Most visitors never even leave their hotel or resort. Now, I'm telling you, you've got to get out to experience where the locals go and have some really great off-the-beaten-path experiences. There's even something called the Jerk Trail, consisting of 22 restaurants across the island, serving great Jamaican jerk. Speaking of Jamaican jerk, if you want the real experience, you come here. One of my favorite places in the entire country. It's called Scotchy's. Now, I'm here in Ocho Rios. They also have it in Montego Bay. There's a method to their madness, though. It's dark, it's hot, it's smoky. They use corrugated tin. They cook it on the original street wood. By the way, did I tell you it was hot? It's hot. But here, speaking of hot, if somebody asks you, do you want some hot sauce with your dish? You do so at your own risk. Let me have that chicken. You know what? You want great Jamaican jerk chicken, great Jamaican jerk pork, great roast fish. You come to Scotchy's, but of course, you wash it down with the obligatory now let me fix that, 2 bottles of the local brew. Not surprisingly, everyone likes to ask me where I've experienced the world's best sunsets. Well, I can tell you where one of them is, and it's right here at Rick's Cafe. It's been around before most of the resorts even existed, and at the end of the day, it's all about a mixed drink, live music, and that famous Jamaican sunset. Of course, most travel brochures show you nothing but frolicking in the sun with Ken and Barbie riding on a boat, but guess what? Once the sun goes down over the sea, Jamaica comes alive at night. Now, even if you're not a late-night partier, you're going to want to get a taste of this. Welcome to Montego Bay's Hit Strip. They've got restaurants, bars, and music all right here on Gloucester Avenue. And since Jamaica is considered the birthplace of reggae, dancehall, and many other types of music, be prepared for great music and, of course, plenty of dancing. What I like about any island destination is being near the water, or if I'm really lucky, being in it. But smart travelers will tell you that Jamaica is much more than surf and sand. It's got history, culture, and architecture. And speaking of culture, if you thought Jamaica was just about reggae and Rastafarians, well, you might want to think again. Jamaica is known for its great houses, or old plantation homes. Many are National Historic Monuments, and each one tells a story about the island's often dramatic history. Here's one of Jamaica's true hidden gems, a place where the tour buses don't usually stop. It's called Greenwood Guest House, historically the biggest plantation on the island, which at its peak spanned 84,000 acres. The Great House is a window into what life was like for 19th century plantation owners in Jamaica, and it was one of the few houses not destroyed in the slave rebellions of the 1830s. As a result, it has one of the best antique collections in all of the Caribbean. You can find much of the house's original furniture and an impressive collection of old musical instruments. If you're looking for the perfect photo op, then you need to look all the way west to Negril Lighthouse on the westernmost tip of the island. But believe me, this trip is worth it. This place stands 100 feet tall, and the concrete structure dates back to 1894. But here's what I really love about this lighthouse. It's been completely solar powered since 1985. And if you climb all the way up to the top, and you can see some of the most spectacular views around. If you want to get a little history in while you shop, then why not try this off-the-beaten-path place? It's called the Old Fort Craft plus Heritage Park. Not only will you find handmade wood carvings and one-of-a-kind crafts, but you'll also see the remains of Fort Montego, an English fort that dates back to the 1700s. Last, but definitely not least, if you want authentic Jamaican culture and history, you need to check out the Out of Many experience. Out of Many means comes together, and reflects the Jamaican motto of out of many, one people. When it comes to Jamaica, it's not about the destination, it's all about the experience. There are championship golf courses, zipline adventures, and if you want even more adrenaline, you can go biking or four-wheeling off the beaten path. But on the flip side of that, there's nothing wrong with just spending an afternoon simply floating down the river. Sometimes that's the best, most memorable experience of all. If you really want to understand Jamaica's roots, you need to do what I'm doing. Get out on the water. Don't just look at the sea from the beach. Look at the coast from the sea. Jamaica is not just a regular vacation destination. It embraces a unique perspective with rich history and unbelievable cultural experiences you won't find anywhere else. So once you get out here, you don't just boat around the island, you sail forward.
So our first fun fact is, how do we get to Jamaica? Well, by air, Jamaica has 3 international airports: the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston, and the Ian Fleming International Airport in Ocho Rios. All visitors are required to travel with a return ticket or onward ticket to entry into Jamaica. Citizens from the United States must present a valid passport when leaving and or entering the United States, and residents must present their alien resident card together with passport of their country of citizenship. Sangster International Airport is the primary point of entry for most tourists. It serves the North Coast resort areas from Negril to Ocho Rios, as well as much of the South Coast. Inside this airport, there is Club Mo Bay. It's a uniquely Jamaican first-class lounge experience. Sanctuary where passengers can escape from the stress of security lines and crowded departure halls, relax, or catch up with the office. The Norman Manley International Airport, in addition to serving Kingston, Jamaica's capital city, the Norman Manley International Airport provides access to Port Antonio and the Blue Mountains. And finally, the Ian Fleming International Airport in Ocho Rios. Convenient airport to Jamaica's north coast for small aircraft. Many of Jamaica's renowned villas and resorts are only minutes away. Let's dive right into the essential information, fast fact, of enjoying Jamaica. Jamaica is the 3rd largest island in the Caribbean, 140 miles long and 51 miles across at its widest point. It is also among the most dramatic in its beauty. Mountainous and verdant with rainforest peaks, deep valleys, and expansive fertile plains. Along many areas of the coast, rolling mountains and cliffs drop dramatically into the sea, framing lovely coves. About half the land sits 1,000 feet or more above sea level, and Blue Mountain Peak is the highest point at 7,400 feet. Jamaica enjoys a tropical climate characterized by high daytime temperatures hovering in the 80s and 90s year-round, with lower temperatures in the mountains. Northeast trade winds and mountain breezes help keep the climate pleasant along the coast. The island has 2 rainy seasons, May to June and September to November. Rain typically comes in the form of short tropical afternoon showers. Along with their average rainfall, you can expect sections of the island's western regions get as little as 30 inches. Hurricanes, if they happen, tend to pass over the island between June and September. The currency is the Jamaican dollar, and the exchange rate fluctuates daily. Licensed money exchange and commercial banks are accessible in all resort areas, and it can pay to shop for the best rate. Most Jamaican ATMs accept international bank cards with Visa, MasterCard, Cyrus, and Plus logos. Banks also give credit card advances. Not so much the traveler's checks as much anymore, and they offer other financial services. The use, sale, or possession of controlled substances and drugs, including marijuana, is illegal. Violators are subject to severe punishment, specifically arrest, fine, and imprisonment. Jamaica falls within the Eastern Time Zone and does not observe daylight savings time. At approximately 18 degrees north of the equator, the island falls within the tropics and does not experience drastic seasonal change in sunrise and sunset times. Year-round, the island averages between 11.5 to 12.5 hours of sunlight per day. The official language is English, although many Jamaicans converse using patois, a colorful dialect full of intriguing phrases that are fun to learn. So how do we get around? Well, the next fast fact of how to enjoy Jamaica. Before arranging for a rental car, I remind my clients Jamaica drives British style on the left side of the road. Rental cars are available at the airports. Reminder, rural roads are often windy, bumpy, narrow, and you might see a few animals too. A valid driver's license is required to rent a vehicle for up to 3 months, and drivers must be at least 21 years old to rent a car. So how long does it take to get to your resort from your airport? Montego Bay to Negril, about 52 miles, or an hour and a half. Montego Bay to Ocho Rios, 67 miles, about 2 hours. Ocho Rios to Port Antonio, 66 miles, it'll take about 2.5 hours. Ocho Rios to Kingston, 54 miles, about an hour and a half. and Port Antonio to Kingston, 61 miles in 2 hours. Let's celebrate Jamaica's fast fact and get into the accommodation overview. One could consider villa rentals. Would you like to see a thatched roof cottage on the beach or a villa nestled into a hillside with a private pool? Would you prefer a secluded setting or a villa within a resort with activities at your doorstep? Is self-cooking a plus, or would it be nicer to have a personal chef? And for that matter, a butler and a chauffeur. And if kids are coming, would a certified nanny be helpful? Jamaica pioneered villa vacations in the Caribbean in the 1950s. Today, Jamaica's villas come in an amazing range of prices, levels of luxury, and styles. Like villa rentals, the modern all-inclusive resort has its roots in Jamaica, where Sandals, Jules Resorts, Couples, Sunscape Resorts, Iberostar, and so many other industry pioneers keep one-upping each other with amenities such as swim-out suites, outdoor showers, and butler and nanny services. And all-inclusive programs and amenities cater to a growing number of special interests. For example, golf is complimentary at resorts such as Sandals, and guests also may enjoy unlimited scuba diving at Sandals and Beaches properties. And for the naturist, Couples Tower Isle has a private island beach, while hedonism, they attract the natural section of the resort. One of Jamaica's first boutique properties was the elegant Round Hill, built on the grounds of a former sugar plantation, where guests have included Noel Coward, Oscar Hammerstein, Grace Kelly, Princess Porgy's, Ralph Lauren, and Ryan Gosling. A number of romantic accommodations have evolved along the cliffs of Negril. Here, you will see small boutique cliffside properties such as Rock House with its private thatched roof, air-conditioned cottages, treehouse-style sunset at the Palms, and the Tin Sing Pin, with its collection of wood, thatch, and stone cottages, each perched around private coves. Among the trendiest boutique accommodations are Chris Blackwell's Island Outpost Hotels, the Caves in Negril, Golden Eye, Strawberry Hill, and Blue Mountains overlooking Kingston. Each blends with the environment in a unique way, attracting clientele looking for unobtrusive service and a casual, chic environment. At smaller guest houses and hotels, my clients often trade the air condition and a slew of water sports for a more tranquil, intimate experience of Jamaica. For example, at the 10-room Hotel Mockingbird Hill in Port Antonio, the owners share insight about Jamaica over a daily afternoon tea, while Great Hut's Paradise on the Edge features unique Africa-style huts and treehouse rooms. Jamaica has offered a diverse array of grand, stylish resorts, including the 390-room Half Moon. It's a rock resort with a dolphin lagoon, the equestrian center,
From your way comes this morning, you You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma leave a decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. You see me do me that. Tell me about that work, 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 work. Na 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 na. When you walk out, na 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 na. Before the table turn, 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 turn.
To me, I be work. To me, I be work. To me, I be work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work.
Yeah, okay, you need to get done at work, come over. We just need to slow the motion. Don't get out of the way to no one. Long distance, I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. I don't wanna rush into it if it's too soon, but I know you need to get done if you come over. Sorry if I'm way less friendly. I got niggas tryna end me off. Yeah. I spilled all my emotions tonight, I'm sorry. Rolling, 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 rolling. How many more shots until you're rolling? We just need a face to face. You can pick a time and a place. You'll spend some time away. Now you need to forward and give me all the work, 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 work.
To me, I be work, 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 work. You see me do me that. Tell me about that work, 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 work. Na 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 na. When you walk out, na 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 na. Before the table turn, 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 turn.
To me, I be work. To me, I be work. To me, I be work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work.
Rafting down the Martha Brae River is a relaxing trip through beautiful scenery. Your guide will entertain you with stories about the history and culture of Jamaica, and you can stop for a swim, get a beer, and even buy some souvenirs. So make sure to bring some money, and don't forget your camera.
Time to head out on a horseback ride.
Water time.
Yeah, man, Jamaican jet ski.
Only the horses that enjoy swimming go out for a swim. Our guide told us that if they don't like it, they won't go in.
We're swimming.
Relax, guys. They're swimming across. Nobody pull. They pull.
The tour lasts about 45 minutes, with the first half on land and the second half in the water. Well, that was different.
What a fantastic experience. You get to go out there, get the horses in the water, ride on their back while they're swimming. There's nothing like it.
Let's go.
Safety before fashion.
This is the biggest chamber here. It is the Runaway Cave, and fun fact, it used to be a discotheque. Yep, it was run by a private family and owned by an American family, and they made it a discotheque. It was shut down in 1999, luckily, and now we get to tour this pristine beauty. The tour costs $20 and lasts about 45 minutes. Your guide will take you through 2 cave systems, Runaway Cave and Green Grotto Cave.
All right, heading down to the Green Grotto Cave. It's 65 steps heading down. 45 feet below me is a lake. Let's check it out.
Okay, Live and Let Die was filmed right here. You gotta go rent it, and you gotta watch Jane Seymour and Roger Moore being lowered into the shark tank here. I know I'm gonna rent it as soon as I get home. Check out the full video at the links below to see our entire tour.
Well, we had a great time here at the Green Grotto Caves. A huge thanks to Kevin here for an amazing job showing us a very small little bit of what's available.
What's available. So the small portion is 45 feet long.
Right, beautiful. Gotta do it if you come here to Jamaica.
We are at the Montpelier Jungle Outpost here with Chukka Tours. Chukka Tours is all over Jamaica, and you can do everything from riding horses to zip lining. Of course, what we're doing today, doing some jungle tubing. Jamaica is just full of adventures. Let's go. River tubing is a lot like bamboo rafting. It's quite relaxed with a little few bumps and turns through some rapids. The guides are a lot of fun, and while you're there, you can do some zip lining as well.
Now I feel the water. Now that's a bit cold.
There's crawfish in there.
All the way down to the bottom.
Hey, Deborah, look.
Had a great time here with Chukka doing the river tubing, and Damien was an amazing guy. A great way to make your way down the river and have an amazing time here in Jamaica.
Nice. Welcome to Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Don't let you be the last, okay? See you guys next trip.
Gonna make sure you come here to the Rose Hall Plantation and learn a little bit about the history here in Jamaica.
Rose Hall is the most famous great house in Jamaica and is very close to Montego Bay. Mistress Annie Palmer was known as the White Witch, who was pure evil. She tortured and killed her slaves, and it's believed that she murdered her husband. She's buried on site, and her ghost is said to still walk the ground.
2,000 slaves were killed on it. So the house originally started in 1750.
Greenwood Great House is a wonderful tour with a much better story. The owners were known to be benevolent to their slaves, so this is one of the few houses to have survived the rebellion. It is locally owned today by Bob and Ann Benson, and if you take a tour, chances are you will get a chance to meet them.
Check out Doctor's Beach, the hottest beach here in Montego Bay.
Doctor's Beach is located on the Hip Strip. It's a very busy stretch, but for a party vibe and lots of restaurant choices, this is the place to be. While you're there, head up to Dead End Beach, where you'll watch the planes land right over the water. Hire a driver for a day to take you to some of the off-the-beaten-path destinations like St. Mary's Anglican Church in the historical area located on the Montpelier estate. And it's definitely worth heading to the south of the island to check out some of the sights. Well, we are definitely at the coolest bar in all of Jamaica. This is the Pelican Bar, and it is just right out in the middle of the Caribbean Sea. And it is the coolest place to watch sunset, to come for a few drinks, and just hang out and have some fun. A trip to Montego Bay wouldn't be complete without getting on the water. We went sailing with Island Roots, where we saw Pirates Cave, the Rick's Cafe Cliff Divers, we did some snorkeling, and finished off playing around at Margaritaville.
It's a good day today.
zip lining in Jamaica. See ya.
There are plenty of options for zip lining near Montego Bay. Jamaica has a spectacular jungle canopy, and you're going to want to get above the rainforest to see it. We went with Chukka Tours, but there are plenty of options, and many trips combine stops at Dunn's River Falls, Mystic Mountains, or river tubing. Jamaica has some great waterfalls, and Dunn's River Falls and YS Waterfalls are both about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes from Montego Bay. Pretty cool seeing the phosphorescence here in Jamaica. This bay is known to have some of the brightest in the world, and it did not disappoint.
Well, we're here at Mystic Mountains here in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, getting ready to go for our Jamaican bobsled experience. So I'm ready to take the lead, head down there into super speed. We'll see you at the bottom. Locked and loaded, ready to hit the rails. Safety first. Arriba.
Just finished the Jamaica bobsled in Jamaica mud. Woo-hoo! Lots of fun. That was a good time.
Did you know Jamaica has crocodiles? Well, they do, and we're going to see them on the Black River Safari.
Jerk spiced chocolate with spiced rum. Oh, wow. That is a great pairing, let me tell you. Wow.
Miles, and I've barely put a dent in it. And these footsteps in the sand, they're all mine. Hello, I'm Rachel, your host for the best of the Caribbean, showcasing the most luxurious and romantic island getaways for two people in love. Sandals Negril Beach Resort and Spa, Jamaica's most successful beach resort on the best and longest stretch of Negril's world-famous 7-mile beach. The ultimate in casual Caribbean chic, Sandals Negril is considered 7 miles of 7th heaven and Negril's most romantic, stylishly chic beach retreat. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here, in the capital of the laid-back attitude, you can actually hear and feel the music of Bob Marley walk through the breezes like nowhere else. Sandals Negril also puts you closer to the water's edge and to each other than any other place in paradise, as the entire length of this beach-edged enclave is just a stone's throw from the crystal sapphire sea. They say you can really sense the island's mystique here, feel its magical pull, where you are truly at one with nature. And as you give yourself over to this amazing low-key, high-lux resort with its serene and tranquil beauty, you'll discover an astounding range of luxuries and pleasures. As we stroll beneath a shaded canopy of majestic palm groves, surrounded by lush tropical gardens, notice that no building rises above the tallest palm tree by design. In fact, Sandals Negril was the first of all the Sandals resorts throughout the Caribbean to
to be named Green Hotel of the Year by the Caribbean Hotel Association and the first recipient of the internationally coveted Green Globe Award for proactive environmental responsiveness. So when we say that this resort is truly green, we're not just talking about the beautiful trees. Truly, this oasis of casual opulence is ideal for lovers of relaxed Caribbean luxury and world-class service.
Morning. Thank you.
Yet another picture-perfect example of the luxury-included vacation as only experienced at Sandals. Of course, memorable social exchanges take place here at the main pool, hosting another Sandals signature innovation, the Oceanfront Swim-Up Bar, serving unlimited premium drinks, lively conversation, and live island music, where you can relax and enjoy the festive sounds of Jamaica, man. No problem. One of the initial landmarks at Sandals Negril that puts you in the mood to chill right from the start is this amazing open-air lobby with its swinging love seats, soft sea breezes, and chilled champagne welcome, Sandals style. Now, normally, I don't leap right into a bedroom scene during a resort tour, but since it's Sandals, the resort's made for love, and we've just been to a swim-up bar, I thought I'd show you something so remarkable. It takes the term swim up to a whole new level of luxury. Wow! This is a Sandals exclusive, and these are the world's only beachfront one-bedroom swim-up river suites. Never before has such a chic suite interior flowed out to such a breathtaking tropical exterior, where mere steps from the beach, a winding river lets you swim up to your own private realm of romance through fully retractable patio doors. These are the ultimate in water-inspired accommodations. Inside, rich mahogany furnishings and exquisite details like onyx-clad bathrooms, and not just one, but 2 plasma TVs, are softened by the warm island essences of seagrass and natural fabrics. Outside, well, only seeing is believing. Thank you. Now that's impressive. A personal butler at your command, catering to your every whim. Now let's take a moment and use a little movie magic to show you an entirely different view of this magical paradise. Voila! Day into night. And because romance comes in many moods, the unique LCD pool lights with their ever-changing luminescent lights reflect and inspire the many moods of love. Every wonderful thing you can dream of is a dream come true at Sandals. And for romantics who dream of a stairway to 7th heaven, may we suggest these unique 2-story loft suites, featuring expansive and luxurious downstairs living areas, highlighted by a spiral stairway that leads to the upstairs master bed and bath. It's upscale and upbeat all the way up. By the by, all suite categories at Sandals Negril include 24-hour room service. For those rare moments you choose to spend away from the water and off the beach, make the brief trek over to Sandals Negril's fabulous sports complex, where matchmaking includes everything from tennis and racquetball to a rousing game of squash. Have a ball. Have it all, because it's all included at Sandals, the luxury included vacation. It all comes back to this: 7 miles of 7th heaven on Negril's most amazing stretch of beach. So mesmerizing, your body and soul can never seem to get enough. Right now I'm standing at the Water Sports Center. This is Sandals' central command for planning every imaginable activity on, above, or below the water's surface. There's snorkeling, sailing, windsurfing, kayaking, canoeing, paddle boats, hobie cats, aquatrike, and the list goes on, including the Caribbean's most complete and trusted scuba diving program. Over there, whether you're a first-timer or an expert, you can practice taking the plunge in the dedicated scuba pool. At the Scuba School, you can even go for PADI certification. Now I'm ready to dive into something truly delicious, where I don't have to foot the bill, or my shoes for that matter, because here at the casually elegant Barefoot by the Sea, fresh seafood and white glove service is enjoyed right here on the beach. Footloose and fancy-free. No tabs, no tipping. And this is just one of 6 sensational specialty restaurants here at the resort, all taking you to the most flavorful corners of the culinary globe, and all offering select varietals created expressly for Sandals by Beringer Wine. Oh yes, I'll have the Chardonnay. Thank you. Open up to all the possibilities at Bayside, where savory international cuisine is served morning, noon, and night, with live entertainment and panoramic ocean views. Mangia Mangia on mouth-watering Italian cuisine, seaside at the Four Seas, a romantic setting for pasta and antipasta beyond anything you've ever tasted. Or how about Jamaican cuisine? And how original, a blend of classic Jamaican food with an Asian accent on the veranda at the Sundowner. For the sizzling side of the Orient, there's kimonos for dramatic dining, teppanyaki style.
They say to avoid swimming right after a meal, so what better time to soak up the soothing powers of an aromatherapy bath at the exclusive Red Lane Spa. Lemongrass-infused oils induce sheer relaxation. Now that's swimming in luxury.
Don't worry about a thing. God, every little thing is gonna be alright.
After real relaxation, I'm ready to party. And here at Sandals, you can truly experience the slightly sinful side of Negril. At the resort, there are 5 lively bars where exotic music and magic fill the air, and everyone fills their dance cards. Of course, nothing beats beachside at Sandals Negril, the celebrated beach resort on the best and longest stretch of Jamaica's most famous beach, where 7 miles of 7th heaven awaits you and the one you love. Thanks for joining us, and see you soon for the best of the Caribbean.
Jamaica that we think have the highest points of interest for tourists to the island. Number 10, the Martha Brae Rafting Village. About 6 miles south of Falmouth, Trelawney is home to Jamaica's #1 rafting attraction, featuring 6 acres of beautifully manicured lawns and over 3 miles of the magnificent Martha Brae River. Visitors are offered a raft ride on a 30-foot-long bamboo raft. The village also has on location a souvenir shop, bar, restaurant, and restrooms. Number 9, James Bond Beach. Located in the parish of St. Mary, just about 20 minutes outside of Ocho Rios, is the crystal clear waters of James Bond Beach. Famous not only by its name, but the beach is also well known for its fabulous fresh fish, seafood, and breathtaking scenery. If you happen to be in Jamaica for your next vacation, be sure to visit James Bond Beach. We promise you won't regret it. Number 8, the Hope Botanical Gardens. The Royal Botanical Garden, commonly called Hope Gardens, occupies 200 acres of land in the parish of St. Andrew. Famous for its variety of rare and beautiful species of tropical plants, including Jamaica's national tree, the blue maho. The garden is open every day to visitors from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Number 7, the Blue Mountains. When you hear the name Blue Mountains, you probably start thinking about coffee. However, this mountain is also famous for its scenic views and hiking trails. The mountain is Jamaica's longest mountain range, occupying parishes of Portland, St. Thomas, St. Mary, and St. Andrew. It is said that on a clear day, one can see the island of Cuba while standing on Blue Mountain's peak. Number 6. Mayfield Falls. The perfect escape for nature lovers, located in the parish of Westmoreland, this attraction is the home of 2 beautiful waterfalls, 21 natural spring water pools, and a variety of exotic flowers, birds, and butterflies, native to Jamaica. With trained tour guides on site, you're sure to find something exciting to do at Mayfield Falls. Number 5. Green Grotto Caves. Take a journey into Jamaica's underworld charm. Green Grotto Cave features a cavern of adventure and mystery that will have visitors in awe as they venture deep into the island's secret depths. In 2009, the site received Platinum Status certification for their world-class performance. Located between Ocho Rios and Montego Bay and covering over 25 acres of land, we recommend shorts and sneakers for this trip. Number 4. Doctor's Cave Beach. Located on the Hip Strip in Montego Bay, Doctor's Cave Beach was awarded the title of Best Beach in Mobay. The beach is open every day and is a must-visit spot for tourists to the island. The beach has an exclusive club to which members are treated to unlimited access to the beach and private facilities on site for 1 year. Number 3. Bob Marley Museum. Located in Kingston, the museum is the home of the legendary musician. The museum has original furniture once used by Bob Marley, and fans of the reggae superstar flock to visit the site. With a restaurant on location, one can sit back, relax, and enjoy a day at the Bob Marley Museum. Number 2. Dolphins Cove Marine Park. Ever wanted to swim with dolphins? If so, then on your next trip to Jamaica, Dolphins Cove and Marine Park is where you should be. With 3 locations in Jamaica, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, and at the Moon Palace Jamaica Grand, visitors are able to swim with dolphins and interact with exotic birds or just relax on the site's glistening white sandy beach. At Dolphins Cove, there's a little something for everyone. Before we reveal our top attraction in Jamaica, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Dunn's River Falls. Located in Ocho Rios, this historical falls has become Jamaica's most popular attraction. According to the Urban Development Corporation, Dunn's River is said to be the site of the Battle of Las Chorreras. The site was also included in a James Bond film, and the river flows directly into the Caribbean Sea. The falls is home to several lagoons where one can hang out, though climbing the falls is Dunn's River's most popular activity. Do you agree with our list?
So, did y'all know that Diva drives in Jamaica? I most certainly do. Why, the only difference, you just gotta remember, stay left, stay left, stay left. I'm trying my best to remember to speak straight up English when I talk on this video, because I find it very easy to go in and out of the patois just because I am back home, quote unquote. And I just thought I would show you, say, well, yeah, Diva does drive in Jamaica, but believe it or not, I got a ticket. I have a ticket to prove. I'm going to show you the ticket later. they said, oh, we're giving you a ticket because you overtake on a solid white line. But get this, when you look on the road, good, at that place where I overtake, there was no white line. But them say, yeah, I guess my money will go towards repainting the lines them on the road. So. But anyway, we shall continue this a little later because you know I need to pay attention to what is going on the road. Alright, so stay tuned, yeah? Hey everybody, we are coming to you live and direct. I'm here on the beach, giving you a nice view of what's going on. It's me and XX, the Island Beauty. We are chilling on the beach. What you don't see her? She's right here in my hand. I'm holding her. You want to say hey?
Hey, hello everyone. How you doing?
See, we talking via Skype. That's how I take her to the beach, okay? So she gets to get a little sun, I get to get a little sun, and now I'm bringing you guys a little sun. So keep watching. That's right. So XX the Island Beauty is watching the kids as I show you a view of this nice peaceful morning here on the beach in Negril. I'm currently at Margaritaville only because I like to listen to music, get my drink on. Of course, it's too early in the morning for that because it's really early, as you can see. And just so you wanted to know, FYI, there's free Wi-Fi here. But I do have a Jamaican chip in my iPad, so I do have Wi-Fi access when I'm here, irregardless. But you do get a stronger signal strength here. And they do like to have like contests and stuff, so it's kind of fun to come down to Margaritaville. Okay, so we're going to tell you about the beach look, and it is very simple. Usually when I'm in Jamaica, I'm very low-key. I don't like a lot of makeup and any of that stuff. I told you I perspire a lot. As far as my beauty look, I'm covered in sweat, but I was feeling a little Amy Winehouse inspired, so I kind of did a little winged liner, filled in my brows, a little highlighter on the cheek, but not much because I perspire, so my own perspiration will be my highlighter. Channeling June Ambrose with the turban. It's a lime green color, and I guess you could call it a little color blocking. The t-shirt very loose because I don't like being half naked in the streets of Jamaica with a pair of shorts. We take it off, and then here is the bathing suit. So a nice bright turban tied on the head, accompanied with a nice hot teal turquoise bathing suit. So kind of doing the color blocking thing. But like I said, usually in Jamaica, I'm usually very down to earth. I'm very simple. I am not the fancy diva that you know from New York City who does YouTube. But I figured I would let you see my look. That's the look. I like to be covered. I have to add those children and mash up my belly so I can't expose all of that. But yeah, so you get the idea. Anyway, I'm going to continue enjoying the beach. You keep on watching. Wait! Oh! Just want you guys to see how crystal clear this water is. It feels beautiful. It's nice. It's warm. I'm going to zoom in, let you see. You can tell me if you can see my toes under here. You should be able to see the very bottom of the water. Let's see. Gavin, you're in the way. I wish I could show you my toes, but there's a baby. Okay, so I decided to take you guys to the west end of Negril. So we're going to take a drive further on up the road, and I'm going to show you some other places in Negril that you might not see if you were staying at a resort. All right, so keep watching. Ow. Guys, up here you can expect some really winding roads. So fasten your seatbelts and let's go. For the most part, if you go this direction, you'll find Rick's Cafe. You'll find other little spots up here. You have internet cafes up here, shops, food, arts and craft place. You can get a lot of nice towels and stuff. Aren't those pretty in the bag? You like those? Okay, so this is a lighthouse that's in the western section of Negril. As you see, the fence is locked, or I certainly would be trying to go and see the lighthouse. I don't know how long it's been here, but judging by the buildings that's beside it, it looks like it's pretty old. So I've always wanted to come down here, and now I'm here. More fabulous views from the western section of Negril. Look at this. You can see they have like stairs built into the side of the rock. And this is too relaxing. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous.
A trip to the west end of Negril is not complete without a stop to the world-famous Rick's Cafe. It's one of those places that you want to come to watch the sun set at night, or you can watch cliff diving.
Julie, watch out! Put your arms in!
If you're brave like Julie was, you can do your own diving, or you can pay the more skilled ones to do the diving for you. Why the man your feet? These divers are beckoning in the crowd to fork up the cash before they do the splash.
Time for some food. Authentic Jamaican food, obviously. No place better than Scotty's. It's along the main road, right down the road from the airport. It is smoky because we are getting jerk chicken fresh off the grill. Under these metal pans, your meat is being cooked. Looks like on some bamboo rod actually with cold and stuff. Old jerk chicken. Beautiful. Smells really good.
What did we end up getting for lunch? Jerk chicken, fried festival, and roasted sweet potato. All this washed down with a nice cold bottle of water.
And you can always settle for the roadside jerk. Late night, this side has the raw, this side has some cooked jerk. And it is being chopped up here, sauce is being added. And of course, it's not jerk without your nice, healthy serving of sourdough bread. Whatever. This is a video, you know. Y'all look big mouth. Come driver.
Sisters handing it up as Mom patiently waits.
This is what them call the border. I would say it's an area where they do fishing. As soon as you turn the bend, honey, they're out ready to attack your car. So as soon as you pull up, honey, they swarm your vehicle and you feel like you're being attacked. But the night of the living fish. And they're in action again.
And here's what it feels like to have them swarm your vehicle. My mom, my dad, my aunt, my kids, we were all in the car. If you're claustrophobic, this is a no-no.
Not right, though.
We'll turn around. We'll turn around.
Oh my God, we're being attacked.
Let's go turn around and come out. All right, let me park.
If you're not paying, go just Coming inside, please. Let us come inside. Okay, Precious and Steve. Okay. Oh, God. Make sure they do it. I'm filming. Yeah, oh, yes. Don't we supposed to be going down further? Where are we going? We stopping right here? Okay. This is the border. I understand. Okay, let's come out. Coming outside. So, mommy, somebody can hear it first approach you when you're ready, you know?
Mr. Trust with the bomb here.
You're not Mr. Trust. Oh, Lord. Alright, mommy, see me here when you're ready, you know, because remember, I was the first one to you. My fish to be freshly fried.
Alright, feel the fun.
I don't want that. I am going in choose the things that I want and get it fried right now. I have the bammy, I have the name. And Precious. May I have with you? Bring her from the land. Now the army and I want to pray for you.
Always remember to catch us and enjoy your mommy.
The Lord would bless you, no life. Huh?
No pepper, no pepper.
No pepper. I don't break a doctor. Down at the border, I'm eating my piece of drop as my family brought us this for fish. It's insane. I don't think you guys could put up with this if you were from New York. You'd be hollering back up off me, man. It's a serious thing. I just see Gavin, he's being miserable. People are attacking. Right, Gavin? Say hey. Say hey, Pikachu. Yeah, I can't take it. It's on hot. And we're outside and we're going to go to the beach. So, hope you enjoy. Keep watching, man. Keep watching. This is like pure drama. This is what you call coconut drops. Made with chopped coconut, brown sugar, ginger. I'm trying to think what else goes in drops. Can't think right now. What they call a gazada. It's made with coconut sugar, eggs, spices, margarine, according to this wrapper, but it's really good. And it's like coconut that's shredded, and it's in like this this pastry crust.
Fresh fruits can be purchased from roadside vendors.
Look at the fruits, Gavi. How much?
These are one. I don't like county cheese. Yeah, man and chicken.
Now we're showing you a variety of fruits. You see that, Gavin? Yeah. Put it back. Here are a bunch of fruits in the fruit bowl. Star apple and there's raspberry in there and Gavin! Come back here. Gavin. No, take the skin off. And of course we have these little banana. I call them midget bananas. I mean, I don't know if that's politically correct, but yeah, that's what I call them. Here, take the skin off. No! Hard dough bread. Fresh from the bakery. Show you what that looks like. So it's in the package. Fresh and yummy.
This peg bread is fresh and steamy from the bakery as well.
This is what is left of the jackfruit. You want to ask somebody about jackfruit? How would you best describe jackfruit? When it's ripe, it's sweet, obviously.
Yeah.
What else would you say about jackfruit?
The thing that has some.
So now what are you doing?
Taking out the seed.
You take out the seeds, so you don't eat that?
No.
Somebody said you can boil the seeds.
Yeah, you can boil the seed, and it tastes like if you had a potato.
Potatoes, really? Because with a little salt water, I was told. Just boil it.
Boil it with salt water and eat it.
Just like that.
Yes. And this is what the fruit. This is what the fruit look like. What you're gonna eat.
Oh, so that's the flesh of the fruit, obviously.
This is the
pulp. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just eat
And
that.
it's very sweet. And these things you got to take them off. These are not. They're like the trash.
They're trash.
Mm-hmm. Just throw it out.
That commentary in the background there.
And sometimes the seed is come wrapped into this.
Like a skin.
Like a skin.
A membrane, as Dad says. Okay.
Okay, you take that off, take the seed out, and this is ready to be planted.
And then you have a jackfruit tree.
You got your a jackfruit tree, so here it's already
starting to spring.
Starting to sprout here.
Okay.
So I could plant this and get a fruit. Eventually it would bear.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Enjoy your jackfruit.
You eat this.
I'm just eating it.
My mom and sister soaring in the sky.